It's over. The 2016 Stanley Cup champions, the Pittsburgh Penguins.
It's such a great feeling. It's hard to articulate it in words that this team will forever be a part of the Penguins' history of success.
Hey, shoots and scores. Oh, you'd have to be here to believe it.
This team has a lot of history. It's exciting to be a part of that. It's been a very well-run organization for a number of years now. They have a number of championships to prove that.
The Penguins have won the Stanley Cup. Oh, Lord Stanley, get me the brandy.
When people talk about the Penguins for years to come and the championships that they've won and the success that they've had, this team will always be in that conversation. It's a great feeling to know that you're a part of that in some small way. My hope is that the relationships that we have with this group, the bond that this team has established by going through that level of commitment that it took to win the Stanley Cup will last a lifetime.
As the sun set on a championship year in Pittsburgh, a new season was on the horizon. One with the spotlight shining brightly on them.
I think you're better off to let that go and start just focusing on the day-to-day, the grind of the season. I think we have to go out there and prove we're going to work every day.
One of the things that I'm trying to preach to our players right from the get-go here is that we have to look forward and not behind us. We can't be looking in the rearview mirror on what happened last year. This is a new challenge, this is a new season, and we have to look at it that way in order to have the right mindset going into this season to give ourselves the best chance to be successful.
This is our big testing day, so we have one day a year where we do preseason fitness testing for the players, and so we want to look at all kinds of variables that tell us whether the work they did over the summer was successful. This is kind of a good opportunity for them to compete against each other and, you know, put a little bit of a number to the work they did throughout the summer.
Especially on the bike test, you know, the guys are around you watching and kind of cheering you on a little bit.
Everybody wants everybody to succeed in this locker room, and I think that's why we had so much success last year.
Hey, Phil, stay in front of me so I get some motivation here.
Out of way, Phil. Out of way, buddy. Come on.
For the older guys on the team and guys that have played for a while, you know, you're just trying to get a feel back for the game and get into it. You know, obviously get a little conditioning in and just trying to get ready for the start of the season.
Everything seems a little fast out there, so you want it to slow down, and the faster you go and the faster your brain kind of processes everything, it makes it easier. So I think you try to go out, you push yourself to do everything as fast as possible, and then the game will slow down and make you feel like you have that time and space when the season comes around.
We've had what I feel as though has been a productive training camp to this point. I think it's been demanding in a lot of ways by design, because it's hard to win in this league. And so we're trying to create an environment that's hard, but also purposeful, so that we prepare our guys the best way we can to have success in the games.
Sometimes, hockey players have to adapt to new environments, ones in which success is measured a little differently.
Social media wheel. This is the worst one for sure.
Wow, thanks. Ouch.
I didn't mean that. Oh no.
Two truths and one lie. You tell us two truths about you and one lie.
Oh, that's the easiest one.
There should be things that people don't, like they won't be able to tell which ones are true and which ones are lies.
Oh, no, you got me thinking. This guy's loving this. Yeah. I'm a wonderful singer. Yeah, obviously. I can't sing, man. Been up since 6:30. I'm tired now. How do I look? It's good. That one's not good. Nah.
What do you want to do?
Let's take one more, eh? Okay. Let's take a couple more. My hair's so bad, man.
That one piece.
Yeah, I know. Where is it?
I got that.
It looks stupid, doesn't it? Can I see how my do looks on the TV at least? This is on the thing all year, right? Yeah, this is embarrassing if it looks terrible, right? I look like I'm balding, though, I'll tell you that much. I definitely have no hair. Need to get it fixed, I'll tell you that much. Well, I'm not sure I have those skills. Ha! See that? Look at that. See, I can do that, eh? This way? Just make sure I look good in these photos. Give me a little hair or something.
Last one on the shoulder.
Can't even do that anymore. I'm getting too old. They ain't great, but what are you gonna do?
You want something else? You want to smile? I mean,
No, they're fine. I got just terrible hair. That's the best one there.
I feel you there.
Yeah, you know, it's like no lid.
Good. Tight.
Oh man, I need a little nap now. I'm dying.
Training camp is when young players learn what it's like to be a pro. And there's no one better to learn from than 18-year veteran Tom Kostopoulos.
With as many young forwards as you've had come up and contribute, how valuable is a guy like Tom Kostopoulos to show them the ropes?
I can't say enough about the influence that he has on our young guys. I think he represents everything that it means to be a Pittsburgh Penguin. For me, TK is the consummate pro.
There you go, White. I got him. Willie, a shot. Woo, hey boy, Willie.
My first day, I texted my buddies. I'm on the ice with Tom Kostopoulos, and they couldn't believe it.
The players down in Wilkes-Barre are looking to get knowledge from our coaching staff, from our development staff, and they just see TK as an extension of that.
Pull him!
He's the best as far as pro hockey. I think I learned a lot from him on how to be professional and how to kind of carry yourself around the room.
All right, guys. Shift, guys.
It's not just young guys that learn from people like that. He's a valuable tool for anybody, coaches included.
I like how the line didn't call it offside. No, definitely offside. Good play by him.
Last year, we started throwing tape at each other, and then it was like throwing shin pads and all that kind of stuff. And the inside of the shin pad, TK's looked really old, so I thought someone was playing a joke on me. So I threw him out. TK's like, so where are my insides of my shin pads? And so after the game, he parked my car at Walmart, which was about a mile away, so I had to walk to my car and go get it.
Yeah, you're good. All right.
I think that's the biggest thing with him. Even if you're in a drought with a guy like that, he's keeping things loose. So sometimes for a younger guy, you get a little nervous or stressed out, and he's right there for that stuff.
TV time on here or what? Yeah. 40 seconds. Hey! Woo! Nice job, boy. The heater.
But he is always dedicated to his players within the locker room. That's where his heart is always at and where his true passion is.
I've loved every year I've been part of this organization. And now for me as an older guy, it's fun to see some of the younger guys going through their first or second or third camps.
Gunner! What a play. Play together. Gans, what a shot. That was heavy.
I think I try to work hard every day. I think hopefully they can see that and realize what it takes to make the next level.
For a hockey player, there is no next level once you make an NHL roster. Precisely why getting there and staying there is the hardest thing to do in the sport.
As a player, you have to evolve, you have to change with the times. Our team's going to be a speed team with, we want our wingers to play fast and get it on forechecks and hang on to the puck, things that you got to work on in the season to try to execute to help our whole team have a game plan. If there's one area that you falter, it looks down on all 5 guys on the ice. So you have to go out there and prepare yourself to keep up with the changes, to adapt to the new systems that our coaches will be putting in. You still want to go out there and try and complement the players that you're playing with. Doesn't matter who it is.
I think you just gotta stick to what you know best. I think like 2 years ago or something, we had like 10 Wilkes guys up here. Injuries are part of the game, guys are up and down, and I think you just gotta stick to what you know and not try and get distracted.
Part of training camp is getting familiar and getting that chemistry back with some of those guys.
You just adapt as the year goes on, and things that happen. It's a long year, a lot of things happen, ups and downs, and good times, bad times. You just got to prepare yourself for the long grind of the year.
Here's how the drill works. 1 against 3, 2 against 3, 5 against 5. You've got to use your options to beat that pressure, and we've got to skate it through the blue line.
You know the drill. We do it 1,000 times. You ready? Here we go.
Make sure we talk here. We help each other on that breakout.
Speed! Speed! All right, grab some water.
I didn't get one.
You'll get plenty more.
Oh, good try, Tommy. Big goal for Germany, huh? Good for you. I think you're going to score more of those for us this year.
Sergey, can you play D with someone? We only get 5D. Play with the kid in the green. Let Dumo play with Steve Alexi.
Oh, nice play. Sergey's getting a workout.
Puck's in the net. 2-on-2-1 puck. Right here. Two guys.
Gotta be careful down the end seal. These pucks will come flying at us. Oh, good play. Good goal, Colsey. Don't give him any ideas. He's going to think he's a 40-goal scorer now.
I would take 10 goals.
I like it when you defend hard, Colsey.
Give him a lap after this. Gotta ratchet it up now. Let's push the pace here. Start the corner. Ready? Go. You're getting 2 laps. It's an all-out sprint. Move your legs. Let's not start at the blue line. You guys are going again.
That's a good pace.
This group flies. Let's blow them quicker here. 15, 16. That's it. Good job. That's how to push.
Fall in Pittsburgh brings a certain level of comfort. Routines return, and BFFs pick up right where they left off.
I'm going to pick up Hags. He's always on time, so that's a good thing. What do you say, Hags?
I better not try to turn the volume up on this one. Put it in reverse. It's great for me and my fiance to live just a couple houses away from Horny, especially right when we got here. We were over every night for dinner. It just makes the whole transition of being traded a lot easier. I know Patrick well before I got here. We spent a lot of time in the summer working out and stuff, and we're good friends, but now we're best friends.
Thanks, Hags.
It's fun to be back and see all the guys. Everyone's looking good, and it's a really good pace to our practice, as it always is, a good intensity, and yeah, you can see that everyone's ready for the season, ready to repeat what we did last year.
For us, I don't think it's not going to be any different from what we did last year to what we have to do this year, and we don't have too many new players either, so it looks like everybody on the same page, and that's why we play those preseason games too.
I've only been here 5 months. You know, it does feel like home. It's a beautiful city and so many great guys on the team and a great organization. You're getting world-class treatment since day one, and that just makes it feel like a big family. Not now, Fairzy. Look at Fairzy in there.
Oh, look at this.
What do we got here? Is this one homemade? The card looks like it's homemade. I like it.
There you go, guys.
Here you go.
I think training camp and the exhibition games specifically provide opportunities for all of us to get better.
I always tell people you can never duplicate, a hockey game or how you feel on the ice in your training or in your skates in the summer. It's just not the same until you go out there and play and practice and, get a feel for it.
For some players, they're trying to make an impression, they're trying to earn roster spots, they're trying to earn roles on the team. For other guys that are established players, it's an opportunity for them to try to shake some of the rust off where they haven't played in a while and, work on their game so that when the puck drops for game one, we're going to be at our best.
Yeah, I think for me, I was kind of in a different spot this year. I really needed to prove myself, and I knew that coming in. So, you know, anytime you're playing preseason or just scrimmages, I think you got to prove what you got and show that you deserve to be here.
Bear centering between the circles of Sheary. Backhander in front to Wilson. He scores! Scott Wilson, side of the net, hammers it home, and the Pens take the lead.
Hoping to make the opening night roster in Pittsburgh, there was somewhere else Scott Wilson and the rest of the Penguins needed to be first. The nation's capital, for a meeting with the president.
Well, you think about winning, you think about kind of the immediate, celebration and everything that kind of comes with that. But the opportunities you get, things like this you get to do are pretty special, and you try to soak it all up and have great memories like we do here. But I don't think that ever gets old, is being able to have an opportunity like this to come meet the president, and in our case, in some of the guys' cases, see him again.
Well, they're throwing you under the bus.
He wants in. He wants in.
We're the tall line. 5'11", boys, 5'11".
It is wonderful to be here. Welcome to the White House. We are here to celebrate an extraordinary achievement. Phil Kessel is a Stanley Cup champion. Hey! You guys are champions because of your persistence, because of your teamwork, the faith you have in each other. You've set a great example for the city and for the league. And once again, let's hear it for the world champion, Pittsburgh Penguins.
One of the things that jumped out at me when I first took this team over was Pittsburgh. It's a major league sports town, and they love their sports teams, and the Penguins are part of that. They are behind our team 100%, and our players feel it, and our coaches feel it.
This season marks the 50th in Penguins history, a history that may not have made it that far, if not for the support of their fan base. Fitting then that the team kicked off the celebrations by celebrating their fans.
You having fun today? Good. There you go, buddy. Nice toe drag. Oh yeah. In sandals too. That's not easy. That's not easy. Socks and sandals. I like it.
Wow. Hammering it.
Oh, off the post. Did it get in? Yeah, we scored.
First and foremost, it's fun to be around the people that are excited about something that I love, and that's obviously to play hockey. The fan base in Pittsburgh is unbelievable to all the sports teams here, and it's nice to reward them with championships.
Let's go play hockey. Let's go! Shoot! Shoot! Oh! No chance! Good job, guys, good job. 0 goals. Great job.
Our players are so appreciative of the recognition and the support that they get. FanFest is a small way that we have an opportunity to interact with the fans to say thank you.
At the same time, the players were owed a bit of thanks for the joy they brought the city just a few months prior.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty cool. I'm excited to, see what it looks like, and obviously I'll cherish that forever.
I thought about this a little bit when they asked me to say a few words, and I thought, what do you say to a room full of champions? We all know that it was difficult. We had to deal with some adversity to start. I can't say enough about this team. This will be something that we'll have forever. We will remember this night, this year, our friends, our teammates, forever, as we should.
That's what we've been working for all year, but just to be reunited with our teammates and the gesture from the ownership, it's just incredible. It shows you that the Pittsburgh Penguins ownership does everything.
it's a lot bigger than I was expecting and a little bit heavier than I was expecting, but it's something you strive for in your hockey career. So it's a pretty special moment here tonight to be able to share it with everybody.
I sent a letter out this summer to all of you guys about a month after we won the Stanley Cup, and if you remember, there was a quote from Bear Bryant. He says, "The price of victory is great, but so aren't the rewards." And so, we're reaping the rewards right now, and my hope is that this fuels us to want to do it again. It's always exciting anytime you have an opportunity to be part of an organization that has such a rich history and a history of success. And they have a number of championships to prove that.
To have the memories of hockey and the success that we've brought is second to none.
From my standpoint, that I was fortunate enough to have the opportunity to coach this group of players that's as good as they are and accomplish what they accomplished last season. That, for me, is probably the most exciting part of it.
Just because you won it last year doesn't give you any rights this year to do anything different or special.
We gotta want it, I think if we play our game the way we can, we should be right there fighting for it at the end of the day.
It takes a while to build up to that speed and the pace that we want to play at. And if we do that from game one, hopefully we'll get on a good roll.
All right, going to be lots of juice in the building. We need controlled emotion. I know we're going to play hard. But we've got to make sure we stay focused and we play smart. We need a disciplined game. We've got to use our speed and play in behind them all night, okay? That's how you have success. That's how we get to our game. Last thing. Let's have fun here.
Before officially starting the new year, there was one last thing to do. It was a banner year for a banner town, so the Penguins raised one. It was a celebration of the past with an eye on the future. No better reminder of where you want to go than looking back at where you've been.
It's a hockey night in Pittsburgh.
How long has that tradition been for the winning team go and see the president?
Well, Forrest Gump, he went to see the president, right, in the movie, and that's like '94. So, but that was because of what it did with the military. So that doesn't count. But he was a ping pong champ too, Forrest Gump, and that was another reason to get to go there.